Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now celebrating 17 years of broadcasting success, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. We're glad that you all could be with us. Also, just tuning in through our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. Glad you all could be with us as well. We're excited to welcome to our program today Michael Newman. He's known to many not only as a fitness and lifestyle expert, but also, if you guys are a viewer of MasterChef, you may have been watching Michael there as well. We're going to talk to him not only about his own passion for life, but what it's been like for him to share that in a lot of different ways, including in the lifestyle brand that he's a co-founder of called JerseyStyle. If you all are not following Michael online, we'll let you know how to do that. Michael, really appreciate the time today.
No problem, Cyrus. I really appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, the pleasure's definitely all mine. So, Mike, I want to talk about this journey for you because when I was prepping for this segment, of course, as I mentioned, many people around the world, we got to know you now because of MasterChef, but you've been able to really build a lifestyle and brand just on being able to live a life that is authentic, but also is all about being intentional. What has that been like for you, Michael, to kind of reflect on where you started and where you are today?
Well, number one, let me just get right into the authenticity part about it. My wife and I are basically a team, JerseyStyle, and we are lifestyle and relationships experts, trained in many different platforms, including relationship, matchmaking, tantra. Also, obviously, I'm trained in a few fitness formats, and obviously, being on MasterChef, I do food. So we decided to come out with JerseyStyle, the lifestyle brand, because we originally began with just fitness, and what we realized was fitness was watered down online. It was really tough to break in and develop our brand. So we looked for another outlet to go into. So we said, what can we do to really gauge people's interest? So we began to get certified, like I said, in different formats, and we went to the relationship and down the couples path and all that stuff. And it's been really fun. It's been a blast to start this and to help people, and that's what we really love doing.
And you've been able to build such a following for yourself, Michael, and I guess more importantly, knowing that you're making a difference. I mean, how has that been for you and also for your wife to be able to see the way that people are not only following you all, but also using what you're sharing with them?
What's been really great is for my wife and I, both of us, building JerseyStyle, it's been a real, this has been since 2015. It's a struggle building a line online. A business online. And had to have people that have been following us through our complete journey and then to break through MasterChef and be able to put JerseyStyle out there on a national level has been really rewarding because we've helped numerous people before, but now people get to see us for who we truly are. And like I said, we are really, really exactly so once we do plug our social media and all that stuff, when people watch us or they watch our stories and they see how authentic and real we are, that is exactly who we are in real life. What happens is we meet people on the street that have been watching us for years or something like that, and they're like, wow, you guys are really exactly what you portray online. Like, there's no show, there's no gimmicks, there's nothing. We are just who we are, and we really pride ourselves on being authentic and real, and very proud of that,
Yeah. There was a post that you made on December 5th, 2020 on Instagram. And for our audience who are not following Michael and his wife on Instagram, it is JerseyStyle is where you all can find them. That's the name of their lifestyle brand. But on December 5th, 2020, Michael, the post that caught my attention, the reason why I wanted to bring it up, the caption said this: look, don't ever let your fear get in the way of chasing your dreams. If you let that fear control you, then you will never have control of what those dreams will ever be. Now go and be fearless. Now, as you mentioned, I want to bring that up because of what you just said about starting anything is challenging. But what is it that has helped you, Michael, not to give in to the fear when it came to chasing your dreams like JerseyStyle?
Well, the number one thing I think that helped us overcome our fear, especially myself and even my wife, but myself mainly, was getting over the fear of rejection, getting over the fear of not worrying about what people think, especially in the social media world, because you're going to have the people. Listen, everybody isn't going to love you. You know that.
Right.
You have your tribe. There's going to be some people that are going to be for you, some people are going to be against you. And you have to be able to differentiate that and separate it and just go with the people that are meant to be with you. There's always going to be people out there trying to drag you down, so you can't be scared of that. You can't be scared of putting yourself out there, expressing who you truly are, because if you don't express truly who you are, you can only hide that for so long. And what's going to happen after that happens, people are going to be like, they're not authentic, they're not real, they're not who they portray to be. And that will always show through. And that's a life lesson. That's not just a social media lesson. That's a life lesson. So in your everyday life, if you walk around pretending to be something, you can only do that for so long. And people are really going to eventually see your true colors. And, you really just have to overcome the fear of rejection and negativity, and you have to stay positive, which our mantra is love plus positivity equals success. And success isn't so much money. Yeah, sure, we all need money to live and to be, to pay our bills and do all that stuff. But success for us really comes in the form of helping people, honestly, making people feel good about themselves, holding the door for somebody. If we all did something kind for somebody every day, even if it was just one person, pay the compliment. You don't know what people's minds are at. But, people are going through things all the time. So if you pay a compliment, and everybody would pass that on and pay it forward, I think our world would just be a better place. So, you just got to overcome the fear of being afraid of what people think of you.
Such a great point and such a great reminder. I want to say for those who are just tuning in, either on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. Michael Newman is our guest for this segment. He's not only the co-founder of JerseyStyle, a lifestyle brand, but also someone who's been able to live life authentically and also help people along the way. And as I mentioned, Michael, people have gotten to know you literally around the world because of MasterChef. I want to talk about that experience because as
Sure.
some of the press has said about you, you are not your typical chef. So what has that experience been like for you to be able to bring your personality and your love of food to a platform like this?
So, I'm not sure if people are ever ready for a change or something completely different like I am, you know what I mean? But it's been an absolute honor to be able to bring that platform to the national level. And, I'm a vegan. Vegan, plant-based, during COVID, a lot of things have happened. So, we try and live, as vegan as possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. We believe there's different levels of veganism out there, and we just try to live as pure as we can. But, everybody has hiccups, just like any kind of dietary, needs or whatever. But to be able to do that, it's just been really great. I mean, being a sexpert, people are like, what's a sexpert? Well, we're trained in many different levels. And what being a sexpert means is just being honest. We discuss with couples and stuff, being honest with each other. And we tell people sometimes they need to hear from a third party about maybe their current situation. Listen, when you've been married or something for a long time, or you've been together with somebody for a long time, you tend to tune them out a little bit and you don't listen to their needs. So when you hear from a third party what maybe their partners are desiring or need, it becomes real life. So we try and help in that aspect, And like I said, just staying authentic. And when you stay authentic and you speak, people really resonates with people. They really feel your passion and they really feel that, you're not just talking to talk. You're talking because you believe in what you believe in. You know what I mean?
Right.
And not only do you believe in it, you also practice it. So, I think that all comes across, when you live the lifestyle that my wife and I live.
Right. I think that is such a great thing. And I think, too, you're showing other people what they can do. And I think that is the big thing for sure. Are you still driven, Michael, by the what's next? Or do you try your best just to live in the moment?
Well, I do definitely try to live in the moment. But, with the MasterChef thing, so this is the deal. MasterChef was a long time coming because, with everything that's happened over the past year or so with COVID.
Right.
The what's next has been a question that's been lingering over me because we've been waiting for the show to air. And I'm always driven by the what's next because it's like it's great. I'm on there and I'm like, okay, I'm on the show. The show's going to end. Well, what's next? I'm not satisfied. It's not done. MasterChef, whether I go into a culinary field or it's just to explode JerseyStyle as the lifestyle brand, that's what I'm looking towards, and that's what I'm looking forward to see what's next. Because at this moment, while we're in the top 9 right now, we don't know what's next yet. You know, we're still playing out the fun times we're having on the TV show. You know, so
right.
We'll see what's next. But yeah, what's next definitely drives me.
Gotcha.
But I also want to say, Cyrus.
Yeah.
I also want to say though that living in the moment is very important because we all know that tomorrow's not promised to us.
Right.
You don't want to just live for what's next. You want to live in the moment, but you also want to be driven by I want more or I need more, and not in a greedy way, in a passionate, way where you want to, expand your horizons and see what's next. But I definitely want to remind people, definitely live in the moment and definitely enjoy every day and live it like it's going to be your last, because you just don't know what life's going to bring to you.
Such a great point, and you hear it from someone who definitely knows firsthand. Again, everyone, Michael Newman has been our guest today. Michael, really appreciate you stopping by the program. How can our audience stay connected with you?
So they can find me on Instagram, like you said before, Instagram at JerseyStyle. On Facebook, you can find us at JerseyStyle Les Risques. That would be JerseyStyle Les Risques, LERISQUE. And then on all platforms, basically, you can find us at JerseyStyle. I'd also like to plug our website, which would be JerseyStyle.net. And, you can find us out there. But, if you go to our Instagram, that's our main social media platform, you can find all the links and everything right there.
Awesome. Well, Michael, this has been a real pleasure. Real excited for you and all the great things happening with you with MasterChef, and looking forward to our next conversation together.
Well, Cyrus, I would just like to say that everybody can catch MasterChef on Fox TV every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And this week we'll be having Roy Choi on. He's a food truck empire guy, and the challenge will be very fun. So everyone tune in on Wednesdays, 8 p.m., Fox TV. And it was amazing speaking to you, Cyrus. Really, really, really good talking to you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I want to thank our mutual friend, Zach Tepperman, for setting up this chat with us for today. And thank all of you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.